Welcome back to TTWM, Tinker Tractor Welder Mechanic, where we don't know what we're doing, but we try the best we can. Today, we're going to finally find out what's in the box. We've got the Titan Attachments TCFY903 tool cart put together. You could see it came pretty much fully assembled. The only thing that we had to do was add the casters and the handle. These are going to be the tools that you're going to need for assembly. Some sort of 10mm socket, a T30 socket or wrench to secure the handles, and then a 10mm wrench for the nuts for the handles. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that I like about this, some of maybe the issues that I see, not necessarily with the cart itself, but with shipping, and just kind of discuss the overall impressions of it. It's important to note that Titan Attachments is not a sponsor of my channel, nor did I actually buy this tool cart. The way that I got this tool cart is I won it during a live stream of my buddy Hank over at Hamiltonville Farm. He had a giveaway to celebrate his 5,000th subscriber. So go check out Hank over at Hamiltonville Farm. He's all the time doing fun stuff like giveaways, prizes. So one of the first things that I have to mention about this tool cart is that it did arrive damaged. There's a couple pieces of damage here on the top rail, dented in, and then down here on the side rail. This one's not nearly as bad, but it is a nice little golf ball sized dent here. That happened because the box, even though the contents inside the box, as you saw, all of the shrink wrap that was on the casters and things like that, so the parts inside were packaged really well, but the cart itself was just in this unprotected box. You can see that there are two pretty massive holes that came through the box, and there's a third hole. So that's one thing that I would certainly change is, Titan, if you're watching this, maybe add a little more protection in the box. The tool cart does have some neat features. I like on the sides where it's got the square holes, and then these brackets, all of these holes which are on all four posts of the cart. It really gives you the opportunity to add accessories as necessary. Locking casters on it are a nice touch. Another thing that I see that I really like is that it has nut certs for the casters. I've had several of these types of tool carts from Mac, Matco, Cornwell, Blue Point, Harbor Freight, and actually none of those brands have had these nut certs. The one thing that I didn't like about it was this handle setup. It's got plastic as the end caps and some kind of just probably cheap aluminum handle. But the worst part about it was actually getting the handle bolted up. It was just finicky and hard to get the nuts and bolts in. So I would imagine that this handle is something that might not make its way onto all of the carts. Honestly, if I wasn't wanting to put this together for a review, I probably would have just ditched the handle completely. I like that the cart has the 3 shelves as well as the drawer here. The drawer is not a huge drawer. Obviously the cart's not a huge cart, but the drawer does add some functionality to it. I'm actually going to turn this cart into a welding cart. So for this drawer, I'm going to use it to store maybe my MIG welding wire cutoff pliers, a few C-clamps, maybe a hammer, stuff like that. So for what it is, it's a great add-on. The Titan Attachments TCFY903 is going to be 28 inches wide, 15 inches deep, and about 32.5 inches tall. You can see some of my tools up here on the top of the cart. I've got a set of 3/8 impact wobble sockets, a set of 1/4 inch drive shallow and deep sockets, a set of metric wrenches, a 3/8 impact, and then a few assorted hand tools here and a tape measure. So that kind of gives you about the size of the top tray. The middle and bottom trays are the exact same size. The drawer is going to be a bit smaller. This space is going to be a good space for any small project to use this cart for. The drawer is 24 inches wide, 12 1/4 deep, and right at 3 inches tall. That height makes it tall enough to be able to close with a set of standard 3/8 deep sockets. And the drawer also has an easy close feature. And just so you know, the drawer will not close with my 1/2 inch impact sockets. Looking at the bottom side of the cart, I like this reinforcement channel here that the casters are bolted through. It basically gives a double layer for the casters to ride on, so that's nice. I also really like the caster material. It's the non-marking material, so that's nice, especially if you're on, using it in your home garage and you've got a nice floor that you don't want to scuff up or make marks on. I like the swivel locking casters here. That's a nice feature, being able to park your caster. Oh, and this is nice. Not only does it lock the caster itself from rolling, but the caster will not swivel either. That's a new feature that I've not really paid attention to. I see it there now. That's really neat. I've actually had carts, I know I've for sure have had a Mac and a Blue Point cart, that the swivel casters were not locking. Now, 2 drawbacks to this that I see, and these are from my personal experience. Well, one is from my personal experience, is the swivel caster and the stationary caster. If I have a tool cart, I want to have 4 swivel casters. From a professional environment, 4 swivel casters make it so easy to move the cart wherever you want it. The 2 swivel casters and 2 stationary casters make that a little bit more difficult. The other thing, and this is a general gripe, it's definitely not a Titan attachment specific gripe. It's to any manufacturer of a cart like this. The hardware is almost always invariably chintzy. I don't like it. They only give you maybe 1 washer for one side of the bolt, no lock washers, something like that. So even though I like that they have the nut certs for the casters, all of the hardware could be improved. And like I say, that's not just a Titan thing. That's an industry thing. Again, I've had Matco, Cornwell, Blue Point carts that you could say the exact same thing about. So please, any cart manufacturer out there, please give me some better hardware. What are my overall impressions of the Titan Attachments TCFY903 tool cabinet? I really have to answer that question 2 ways. The first way I have to answer that question is from someone getting it for free. Again, I didn't pay for it. I actually won it in a giveaway. So my reaction to winning it in a giveaway is it's great. I love it. It could come as a pink and purple polka dot plastic cart and I would be fine with it. Anything is great for free, right? That being said, even though it's free, I really dig it. It's a cool cart. Now, for the second half of that answer, what if I bought this tool cart? So the first thing that I would have to say is that if I bought this tool cart and after it suffered this shipping damage, I'd be really mad. Right now, I'm not too concerned about that, but that is something to think about. After that though, this tool cart right now sells on palletforks.com for $99.95. For that price, I think it's a heck of a deal. With some of the features like the drawer, this middle shelf is great as well. So there are plenty of these tool carts that are out there on the market for a whole lot more money. There are tool carts out there on the tool trucks that cost between $200 to $500 that are built at least similar to this. So for the price, I don't think that you can beat it at all, and I wouldn't hesitate to spend $100 of my own money on this cart if I needed something like it. Thanks for checking us out at TTWM, Tinker, Tractor, Welder, Mechanic, where we don't know what we're doing, but we try the best we can. I really hope that this review of the Titan Attachments, PalletForks.com, tool cart TCFY903 was meaningful for you. If you like this kind of content, please check out our other videos where we do all kinds of stuff on tinkering, tractoring, welding, and mechanicking, I guess. So stick around for some more fun videos. Have a great day.